right, so today we are looking at the pick a card reading for what makes you attractive. I have 5 piles here. We're going to be looking at what makes you attractive physically, emotionally, mentally. What are the qualities that you have that just attract people to you and things that people really, really love about you. So 5 piles. This is going to be pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. So you can take a moment and we can go to the timestamp below and that'll take you directly to your pile and we'll see what makes you attractive. At group 1, I have your cards pulled. We're looking at what makes you attractive. First card that I have here is the love charm, and I have love partnership. This is telling me that you are somebody that people find very attractive when you're in a relationship. You might find yourself having a lot of suitors or a lot of people kind of coming out of the woodwork when you are already in a relationship, because people find that quality about you to be very attractive. They value that you seem to care about your partner so deeply, or you are currently in a relationship that people really enjoy and find it to be an attractive quality about you and your life at this moment. I'm also seeing the witch here. This witch card tells me that you are a manifester. You're very good at manifesting and you have an active role in creating the things in your life that you want to experience. You're not somebody who really lets life happen to you. Rather, you actively create what it is that you want to have in your life. It's a very masculine type of energy I'm feeling, where it's like a very go-getter energy that you just will create what it is that you want so that it's there for you and you don't, like I said, let life happen to you, but rather actively create it. And people find that to be really attractive. What I'm also seeing is this card, darkness. This is telling me that you are somebody that has kind of really experienced the scope of life, meaning that it hasn't all just been, rainbows for you, that you've actually really gone through difficult things, dark periods, had life experiences that may be looked at as less than, wonderful, and you've really learned from them and become who you are because of the dark things that you've experienced. And rather than turning people off when you talk about those experiences, they actually really are able to connect with you and value that information and those experiences that you had. And it's part of what makes you, it's part of what makes you attractive to other people and what they like about you. The fact that you do have a lot of depth and have experienced more than what the average person might have experienced in their life, yet aren't put out by it, and rather you actively have created circumstances in your life that have pulled you out of darkness and into something, into experiencing something that's more, loving and light-filled and positive. So that's really cool. I'm also seeing that this card, compassion. This is telling me that you are straightforward, a very compassionate person. There's something about the number 2 that's showing up a lot in your reading, which tells me that the way you communicate, the way that you experience yourself or portray yourself with others is an attractive quality about you. People like communicating with you. They like being with you. There's this sense of compassion that you have towards other people, and it is a very attractive quality in you. What I'm also seeing as far as physical looks, as a male, I'm seeing this Prince of Cups here, which kind of tells me that as a like in a love relationship, you might just be like a very sensitive, dreamy, like kind of just sort of like a loving figure. But also I'm seeing physically, you might have like short blonde hair. It could be a little curly. I'm just seeing blonde in a male figure. Otherwise, if you're a female, what I'm seeing is very long, dark hair, or maybe not super dark, but just something about the hair is very attractive in this pile. No matter what it looks like for you, hair is an attractive quality for you. I'm also seeing that You are a gentle soul with this compassion card, and I'm seeing the number 6, and with the Prince of Cups, it tells me that you are just sort of like a gentle soul, even though I do get like a very like masculine, like spiritually masculine, as in you're a go-getter. I also sense that you're very much a balanced and gentle person as well, and that you are very focused on the home life being a priority for you, and people really appreciate that. What I'm also seeing is you are somebody who seems to be very victorious in your career pursuits. I'm seeing part of what makes you attractive is prosperity, prosperous business, riches, being able to bring that into your life. Part of that is what I'm feeling your manifesting abilities are focused towards most of the time, is becoming financially and career focused and successful. People see that in you and they are attracted to that quality. I'm just seeing that your ability to have prosperity, or whatever goals it is that you are obtaining or trying to obtain most of the time, people see that and they appreciate that and they really enjoy that. I see that you juggle a lot of career and money things, projects, ideas. Maybe you're somebody who's always kind of shifting back and forth to what it is that you're pursuing, and you definitely are focused on building prosperity in your life, so that you can have a more, what seems like, stable and gentle home life, domestic life on the other side. So it's kind of like you have both really nice qualities of being able to be home focused and having happy relationships at home, but also very much a go-getter, and you want to create things in your life that will bring you prosperity and riches and business success. You kind of carry both of those qualities, and people see that and they're very attracted to that in you. What I'm also seeing is this meditation card, which is telling me that alongside this darkness card, not only have you experienced the darkness in life, which I've talked about, but really you are somebody who I think has a really good spiritual understanding of how the world works and how the universe works, and that maybe you've spent lots of time or contemplative moments in the past or present, whatever, in your future, where you really think about how things, like how to have perspective on things, how to meditate towards achieving what it is that you want to achieve. You have it seems like visually, you have a lot of emphasis on being able to create through focus and have success and victory through focus. I'm seeing the 2 a lot for you, and I'm seeing 8s and 6s, which tells me that, like I said, you're focused on home and finances and have that equal balance of both. And that is something that your partner or people that you've been in partnership with really find attractive about you and enjoy that about you. Okay, I think that's all I'm seeing for group 1. So I hope that resonated, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, group 2, I have your cards pulled here. We're looking at what makes you attractive. So the very first card I have here is Earth. You have the element of Earth, and you can call upon it for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. That is something about you that people really value. What I'm seeing here is a blend of a lot of air and earth energy for you in particular. So what I'm seeing here is Aquarius. Aquarius tells me that you might really embody the archetype and element of Aquarius, which is air, telling me that you're very much somebody who can take the higher perspective, and you're a humanitarian at heart. This is something that people see and value in you, and you also might be very much a communicator, because it's sitting right next to the Ace of Swords here. And the Ace of Swords talks about an ability to communicate really effectively. You have the gift of communication that people find very attractive. The way you speak, the way that you can organize your thoughts, the way that you can publicly address a crowd of people is something that is a very much a gift that you have that people really enjoy. I'm also seeing that you have organization here. This is telling me that your ability to organize people, places, things, you have that quality that people really, really value in you. You seem like the type that would be able to manage a situation or find yourself in management positions really easily because you just have that ability to communicate really effectively and to keep things organized and flowing properly so that the entirety of a situation has ease to it. I'm also seeing that with this fruition card that you're somebody who has a lot of good ideas, or you're somebody who has a lot of ideas in how to create new beginnings, how to approach new beginnings in your life. I'm feeling like a lot of business ideas, or really just creative ideas in general. It seems like you're somebody who what people see is very business focused, but really internally you're also incredibly creative in other areas of your life. Particularly what I'm seeing is in music. You might have a lot of musical abilities or really connect with music in a way that's unique for you, and a lot of people enjoy that quality about you. I wouldn't be surprised if you play an instrument or something like that, write music as a way of self-expression. I'm also seeing here a man holding a coin, which tells me that you are, like I said, very business focused. You have an ability to make money quickly or to keep wealth in your life no matter what it is that is happening around you. There's something about your ability of to create material wealth that is attractive for other people. They trust you when it comes to money, and they trust your ability to run businesses well and to organize people and to communicate effectively. Like I said, it's just a very much like a managerial type of energy where you have a lot of oversight in things, and people value that. I'm also seeing listen to your body here, which is kind of telling me that you might be somebody who is really physically focused about your body. You might have a lot of ideas about how to improve your physical self. This could translate to like trying a lot of different diets, or doing diets really routinely, or being like a bodybuilder, or really just focusing on your physical health. I'm seeing that is part of what makes you highly attractive, and people do like that quality in you. I'm also seeing that while you're incredibly business focused, this is sort of similar to group 1, where you're really business and career focused, and you have the ability to use your money wisely and to direct people wisely, but you're also an incredibly sensitive person. You're a very creative and sensitive person. So I'm seeing that you probably feel your emotions really deeply, and maybe you sort of have that Aquarius quality in you where, because you feel emotions so deeply, sometimes you sort of approach them in a way that creates aloofness, so that you can, instead of being so sensitive and trapped in your emotions, you can kind of pull your head out and have a higher view of how to go forward with a situation when you are feeling incredibly sensitive about something. But either way, you're just a very creative soul, creative person, and empathetic as well. You probably really feel the emotions of other people, and kind of it seems to translate that in your highest sense, you seem to be a little bit of a humanitarian because of your ability to be so sensitive. I wouldn't be surprised if you've worked with a lot of animals or children or people who are less fortunate than you because of your ability to feel so deeply for those types of people and situations. I'm also saying that physically what make you really attractive is your eyes. I'm kind of getting a lot of blue in this reading, so you could just look really attractive in the color blue, but also maybe you have blue eyes, or something about your eyes is an attractive feature that you have, and people trust you and they think that you have kind eyes. Okay, that's all I'm seeing for group 2. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group 3. I have your cards pulled out here. We're looking at what makes you attractive, and right away I can tell you that this is an air element group. You are probably an air sign, and if you are not, you embody the element of air in a way that people really, really enjoy, and they really like those qualities about you. I have the card air, and I have healing. of the mind, body, and the soul. This tells me right away that you are probably somebody who communicates a lot, or you might have a lot of friends, or embody the air element in a way that communication is very prevalent for you, and just how you communicate with other people. People like that about you. I can also see that you're somebody who focuses a lot on healing, probably healing of the self, and maybe even healing of other people. But what I'm seeing is that you're really focused on healing, and people really, really enjoy that about you. They find it to be a very attractive quality that you care so much about yourself. As well as healing other people, also maybe in a family sense, which I'll get to in a second. I also have self-discipline here. I feel like this really plays into your ability to self-heal. You have a lot of discipline in your routine, your day-to-day routines that people really enjoy. You might be somebody who gets to bed early, rises early, has a packed day all the time, but even the way you eat, I feel, is coming up, maybe, that you are just very disciplined. When you apply yourself to something, you stick to it. I'm also seeing choice, which is funny because Gemini is here as well, and Gemini always focuses on choice. So you are somebody who probably has a lot of I'm seeing this in different ways. The first one being that you probably have a lot of choices when it comes to suitors and people who find you attractive or people that you like. You seem like somebody who a lot of people just like to be around, in a friendship sense as well as in a love relationship sense. It seems that you probably when it comes to making choices, you are somebody who uses your intuition. You are intuitively guided, and people really enjoy that about you. You're not too logically focused, but more so you focus on how you feel internally, and you make your decisions from an intuitive basis, and that is something that people appreciate about you. I'm also seeing that this mirror thing with the 2 and the 1 and the Gemini, you probably mirror something to other people that they really enjoy. They either see themselves in you, or you're able to see yourself in them, but there's an idea of connection and mirroring that happens in your relationships that people really enjoy. I'm also seeing that you're somebody who experiences extremes. I'm reading this as extremes in your mood because the moon is present up in that corner there. So you probably are somebody who can flip a switch, be like super sweet and nice in 1 second, and then kind of flip to maybe sassy and moody in another second. And people actually really enjoy that quality about you. It's something that kind of keeps people on their toes, and I think that it's something that makes you attractive and sort of draws people in because they don't really know what to expect from you at any given moment, or they like that they can experience both of those things with you. I'm also seeing here appreciation. I feel that you are just somebody who has appreciation for the little things in life. The way that she's like holding this flower here, and the way that I feel like little people and little things that you appreciate. So I feel that there's a sense of family and children that you really like, or maybe you work with children, or the way you interact with children. Other people, when they see that happen, they find that attractive in you because you are just, you just have this ability to like hold things with appreciation that I think others really value. I'm also feeling with this nostalgia card that you remind people of like their child self, or you remind people of their childlike qualities or their childhood, but there's something about you that brings people back into a sense of nostalgia that is a really attractive thing when they're around you. I'm also feeling here that what makes you attractive is, like I mentioned, children, like the way you interact with children, the way like maybe you have a big family, or your ability to connect in like family situations or make people feel like family, that is really attractive for other people, and they really admire that about you. And I'm also seeing this forgiveness card here. So one of your attractive qualities could be that you are so forgiving of people, maybe even to a fault, where you kind of understand you want to give people the benefit of the doubt really often. And what I'm also seeing is your forgiveness of like this family here. So your ability in your family context to forgive people and not hold anything against them, and just really be like a kind person, and understanding of other people is something that people really enjoy about you. You also probably have like a lot of knowledge and the ability to really lay foundations in your work and your work ideas. I'm seeing that your self-discipline in your money and your work life and ideas is an attractive quality that you have. I'm seeing that what makes you physically attractive is literally your face. Like, you might have like a really attractive face, and I'm also seeing that your eyes are really attractive as well. And the shape of your face, I'm seeing, might be something that a lot of people find really beautiful about you. And I'm also seeing that you might be like, kind of have like sort of stoic expressions sometimes, but that's something that people really find beautiful about you. Okay, that's all I'm seeing for group 3. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you in the next group 4. I got your cards pulled out here. We're looking at what makes you attractive. So, okay, right away, this is like a very feminine, goddess, mother-focused group. So whether you're male or female, your ability to create and to parent is what makes you really attractive. So what I'm seeing here is goddess, healing feminine energy, and water, the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. This is something that tells me that you're a very sensitive, intuitive person, that you're very creative. You're able to create all sorts of things, humans, art, anything in between. You're somebody who's highly creative. What I'm seeing here is Cancer. Cancer tells me that you are very home focused, that you focus on your children. People find that very attractive about you. The fact that you might have a large family, or you might have children, or you might be very childlike in your qualities and your ability to be creative. That's a very attractive thing about you that people really, really enjoy. But I am just getting the sense of being able to mother people that people really, really love about you. I'm also seeing fertility here, which pretty straightforward. Like, your ability to reproduce, maybe literally, but also your ability to create things in your life from an artistic viewpoint is just something that people absolutely love about you. You have this quality where you're able to grow things. You can plant seeds. This might be literally, and this also might be figuratively, but you're able to literally give life to things. You grow things. You give them the time, the space, and the things that they need to grow into their own entities. This could be anything from a garden to children to creative projects, but you're just somebody who's able to grow and flow with things, give life to things, and that's like something that everybody just like loves about you. I'm also seeing your ability to uplift here. You're probably a very positive person in a lot of ways, and you're able to give people hope and upliftment when you are speaking with them or when you're around them, and that's something that people really, really enjoy. I'm also seeing, again, your second chakra, talking about creativity, what you're able to create. And this is telling me that you have a very strong second chakra. So you a lot of what you do is filtered through the second chakra, meaning you're very creative. You're probably very femininely in touch, no matter what your sex is. Something about the divine feminine is within you that people really, really enjoy and appreciate about you. They appreciate your sensitivity, your creative abilities, and maybe even your sexuality, things like that. But you are somebody with a very mothering goddess quality that people really, really like. I'm also seeing acceptance and equality here. So this tells me that this is something that makes you really attractive, is your ability to see people with equality. You don't stick your nose up at people or think you're better than people, but you really do see what makes people the same, and you like helping people, and you accept people for who they are, no matter how quirky or interesting or different they are. And that might be something that even you have as a quality, where you might be a little bit different and quirky and it's something that people like about you because they see it in you, and you also can see it in other people and help them grow those qualities about themselves. And that's something that's really, really nice. I'm also seeing learning down here, and this child is what is also really sticking out to me. So you either work with children or you're really, really good at working with children. You have that motherly quality about you, like we already said. And you also hold it within you, and you also help other people with that. So I can see that you're probably somebody who is really good at working with children and helping them learn, helping them grow, helping them expand their creative abilities, their unique qualities, things like that. And you also maintain that in yourself. You're probably somebody who's always learning different things, learning new things, trying to apply yourself to new knowledge. And it's something that's really attractive about you that people genuinely enjoy. I'm also saying that you might be a little bit of an introspective person. Like, you do like to go within and sort of think about your spirituality, your intuition, have quiet time within yourself, be meditative, things like that. And that does provide a lot of learning for you, and people really enjoy that quality. I'm also saying that you have this ability to really release and surrender to things in your life that may present themselves as obstacles. You aren't somebody who will be defeated by life, but rather you'll just surrender to the situation and flow around it or flow through it the way water does, the way the water element does. You definitely are somebody who embodies that water element in a lot of what you do and a lot of the way you move through life. You either create a lot, like we said, or you are just able to bring life to things, flow around things, surrender to things, and mold things based on the way that you're able to just not be obstinate, but rather sensitive to the situation and creative because of that. I see that your ability to just surrender to what it is that life has given you, the obstacles life has given you, is something that people really admire in you, find attractive about you, and want to emulate in themselves because they see that you've done it in such a way that they really, really just really admire and appreciate it. I'm seeing what might make you physically attractive is your hair. I do see a lot of hair imagery, no matter what your hair looks like, because I'm kind of seeing all different types of hair. But that's something that people find attractive about you. Maybe you always just have your hair done in a nice way, and people really, really like that. I'm also seeing the nose is an attractive quality for you as well, that you have like a nice nose or very balanced features in your face coming from this area that people are just are drawn to and like the way that you look. Okay, that's all I'm seeing. And actually, sorry, one last thing. The other attractive quality that you have about you is your physical figure. Something about the way you physically are shaped is very attractive for a lot of people, and is one of your more attractive qualities. So that's all I'm seeing for group 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 5. I have your cards here. We have Abracadabra with Wings, Fantastic Good Fortune and Lucky Chances, and the elements of fire, air, earth, and water that combine to create powerful protective boundaries spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. So this is what makes you attractive. And I have Sagittarius here right in the middle. So you very much, this group embodies the element of fire, I believe. I'm seeing people in this group who they like to focus on philosophy. They like to aim far in their life. They like to take chances and have lucky encounters. There's just this sense of a lot of expansiveness and luck about this group that people find really attractive about you. You also have Journey here, which tells me that you might be somebody who travels quite a bit or gets around the world a lot, and that's a very attractive quality for other people. They like that you're so brave in your approach to life, and that you just aim for what you want and don't really look back. You don't don't stop yourself from obtaining the goals that you seek in your life, because it seems like you just have this fullness and this taste for life that people really, really enjoy. I'm also seeing Wheel of Fortune here, which tells me that you are a very fortunate person, which we actually already saw with Fantastic Good Fortune and Lucky Chances. So you are an incredibly fortunate person, and it's because of your ability to be open to fantastic fortune in your life, because of your ability to be brave in your pursuit of what it is that you want to experience. Life kind of just gives it to you, and it's a very expansive and fortunate energy that people can sense about you, and they really, really appreciate that. I also see that you have surrender here, which tells me that you aren't a controlling person. You're not somebody who has to nitpick at little details, but rather you just kind of throw yourself into situations and let them turn out the way they need to turn out. That has actually been a huge blessing for you in the long run. And people find that sort of ability to just let go and flow with life, they find that very attractive in you. I'm also seeing rebirth here. So you might be somebody who has experienced a lot of rebirth in your life, kind of always being born again, never letting yourself become complacent or old or stagnant, but rather somebody who's always got creative energy burning through them and using it to create the life that they wish and desire. And because of that, you're kind of just blessed with a lot of great things. I'm also seeing gratitude here, or grateful, which tells me that part of why you're so fortunate is your ability to just be grateful for what you have and not be too limiting or stagnant in your energy. You're kind of just really always open for more and are willing to put yourself in those positions and be adventurous. That's the word I'm really looking for in this group, is adventurous. I feel like you're an adventurous soul. And you're just grateful for what it is that you have at any given moment. And so even if it doesn't seem like physically a lot or materially a lot, it doesn't matter, because you have like such good memories attached to it, or you're grateful for the people that were entered into your life. But there's just this idea that you're kind of always having fun that I really, really enjoy, and that other people find really attractive about you. I'm also thinking something about the way either you laugh or people laugh a lot when they're with you, and that's something that's really attractive. I'm also seeing that you are a creative person with this Queen of Staves here. So this tells me that you are somebody who really directs their own life and has a lot of creative energy and a lot of creative projects that are going on in your life. So that's something that people really, really like about you. You're not a 9-to-5 type of personality. You seem to just be creative, go with the flow, constantly like have life throwing things at you that are unexpected, and really creating the best you can with them. And it's like a very fun-loving energy. People just think you're really fun-loving and good to be around, happy to be around, fun to be around. And that's like a really attractive quality about you. I'm also seeing the unexpected, which tells me that a lot of your life you kind of are experiencing the unexpected, or really like silly or like weird things happen to you. And like I said, it kind of just translates to like people just really love being around you. It's like you can go blindly into something without really having a plan or anything like that, and you just experience like the fullness of everything. And that's just something that people like love being around. They love experiencing life with you. I'm also seeing something about like you might have like a really thin frame or be like a smaller person. That's something that people like about you, something that's attractive about you. I'm also seeing hair. Like for a lot of these groups, like hair is like something that people are attracted to in you. I see that maybe you like change it a lot, because I have a lot of different types of hair. But I'm basically just seeing like the way you dress is something that people really appreciate, that they find attractive about you. Like your frame is what people find attractive about you. your ability, I think that you change your look the way that your life kind of changes. Like, you don't really stick with one thing. Like, your creativity shows in the way that you physically appear, and I think that that's really attractive. Yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing for group 5. So I hope that this reading resonated, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.